Hi everyone, so today I want to play around with some stuff I have in my stash. I mean, this is a newer item from LDRS Creative that they brought to HSN. If it's still available, I'll go ahead and link it for you guys. That would be an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Maybe embedded in the video here if it's through HSN. Down at the very top of the description box, and sometimes it's listed as a clicky kind of link, but either way, if it's still available, I'll have it there for you guys. What I'm wanting you to do is obviously use what's in your stash, but I thought this is very cute. You know, I'm kind of putting some things aside that are like fall, okay, Christmas. I'm kind of sorting through some different items here, and I came across this and I was like, I know this has paper in it, just like 5x7 types of, you know, papers with the toppers and all this, and I thought it would be very cute to make rosettes with. You know, I love my rosettes. So we have these cute toppers, of course, but I mean, like these guys, and then we have sentiments too. It depends on how big you make these. I mean, they look really cute. In the years past, I've made like, I don't know what you want to call it, like gift bags. Having a gift bag, but then just rolling it, folding it up so it makes a pocket so you can hold like a gift card, and then maybe even in the bag portion you can put some treats, or however you want to do that. It depends on the size of the bag. So it can take a big rosette for the decoration, which looks really cute, or just to have it hanging, or whatever you want to do with it. So I'm trying to see from these guys. I mean, these are all so good for rosette backgrounds. I like the little trees. I like this one, but I used some of this paper up, so I only have one sheet left. So let's use this one. And I want to make the rosette kind of big, so we'll talk about that. Now, these are 7-inch pieces of paper. Yes. So if I put two together, that's 14 inches, which might be okay. And I want it to be kind of big, so I'm thinking 1.5 inches deep. And I'm doing it this way, okay? So that means when I go to score them, these little trees are going to be kind of sideways. And that's fine, I think, for this application. But if your paper has a direction and it's very noticeable and you want to think about that. I mean, I can do 5-inch strips this way too, but then I'll have to put more of them together. I'm trying to think if 14 inches is enough for 1.5. Let me see. And I'm going to score them. So let me think, 21, that's a lot. So yeah, okay. I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. And I don't know if that's going to be wide enough, but before I do anything more, I'm going to go ahead and score these every 1/4 inch. And here we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, where's my little tool for this? Here it is. So every 1/4 inch, a lot of times I start on this side and go this opposite way because it's easier. So whatever it is you need, you know, you can bring it up tight so you know that's 1/4, and then the next 1/4. Obviously, they're always going to get hit quarters and halves basically as you go across. And then we'll cut this in half, so it's easier to score them all at once. That's what I'm doing here, and I'll be right back. Okay, and the very last one is tucked in here, and that's fine. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half at 1.5. And I've shown you in the past, like if you want to use like a, what's it called? A paper, like a border punch. You can definitely do that and have some cute edges. I'm going to make it real basic today. And I mean, you could have scored them while it was still 3 inches wide, but it does get a little difficult. So I'd rather just cut them in half and then do the actual scoring. So back and forth on these guys. And I will be back. This paper is really nice and sturdy, so just take your time. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's the other thing. You just want to score them up. And in the meantime, I also need a couple of circles to hold these together. It can just be plain circles, they can be cute circles. One's going to be in the back, you're not going to see it anyway, and then the other one's going to be on top. So I think I'm going to use some gold paper, and then just some plain white paper. So I'm going to punch this guy. See if this works for me today. Sometimes this wants to work and sometimes it doesn't, but I do want to go ahead and punch one from like this paper here, because it's not really about using this thing. I always forget my paper needs to go under that blue guide. So see, I was like, that's not working, but it needs to go under this thing. So I need one like this, and I'm going to cut out another one out of gold paper. And then I'll go ahead and finish scoring both of these, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, you know what, guys? I went with blue instead of gold. I just feel like it goes with this better, or a silver would be cute. I'm going to run it through this embossing folder. This happens to be a July 2025 Spellbinders embossing folder. And you're not going to see a lot of this, but I'll just center it here. And just to get some texture on it. I literally just saw this folder and I grabbed it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have that to start with. I probably need to plug in a glue gun. But with these guys, so since these are exactly 7 inches, both of them, I started folding one up, down, mountain, valley, whatever you want to say. And the other one, I started folding it in the opposite direction. So up first, then down. Because I can glue them together like this without having to like cut one off or having something odd like that. So something I should have mentioned. So yeah, just fold them opposite of how you started. We're just going to glue these guys together. I think this will be enough to go around. The reason I was, apprehensive is because you definitely want enough, and I'm going to keep it going with the same direction of the trees, that you can actually make it into a rosette shape. Because sometimes if it's too tight, if you only have like, let's say 8 inches of this, when you go to turn it, it's not going to turn. It's too tight. So you definitely want a little longer length, if not like 12 inches, 14, 16, something like this. Then you just have more ruffles. If it's too tight, it's very hard to flip it out, and then it just doesn't look as good. But I think this will be okay. Let me see. I don't want to mess with it too much. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. So it's not quite 14 inches anymore because we're taking away a little bit, right? Gluing these two guys together. And then I always glue them in a way that they're nice and perfect, top to bottom, so they're not crooked. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up before I start playing around with that, and then that gives me time to plug in my glue gun. And thank goodness I recently got some refills at the dollar store. All right, I'll be right back. Another thing I like to have is just like a little piece of baker's twine or whatever, or your ribbon. This happens to be a piece I cut too small the other day for a different project, and I'm like, oh, this will work perfectly for this. And I like the black and white, so we're going to put that down in here somewhere, get this guy going, and then top it off with this one as soon as my hot glue is ready. Okay, I think we're ready. So, the back is going to show a little bit white when someone looks at it, if you're not sticking it down. So, just keep that in mind, but I think this is fine. I will glue this down just a little bit to not have to mess with that also when I'm trying to get this set out. Okay. I want to see how I want that to show up here. Okay, and did not do the best job of that because I don't want to touch the glue, so I'm going to try to flatten this out. That's all I want. Flatten out, but don't stick to this paper that I have in my hand. There was just a big bump of glue there. Okay. Also, this is stuck somewhere. There we go. Okay. Can always look to see which side is nice and flat before I start messing with this. To point out, but they're pretty much equal. So I just give it a squeeze. People say something about putting this in a lid of like a jar lid. I have no idea what that means. So I just squeeze it until it does what I want, see? All right. And so I'm gonna put some glue on here. Pick this guy up and kind of eyeball center. That doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously, if you look at it from the back, if it's going to be off, it's going to be off. But, there we go. So cute. The way I did the little Christmas trees. Because I was like, yeah, they'll just go around and around. So they're going around in a really geometric way. But, like, these guys lined up perfectly right here. So it just looks like a blue line. That's funny. There you go. Oh, not too bad, huh? All right, and then that's basically the top, and that doesn't really matter that much, but what is this? Oh, it's that piece of paper. It's the piece of paper that you just stuck things on the back of, ma'am. Okay, there we go. Oh, bummer. I'll tell you my bummer right now in just a moment. I usually try to get this hidden, like, down at the bottom. Obviously, if it's down at the bottom, the other side's going to be up towards the top. But, like, on the side, somewhere else where it's not as noticeable. But there's my little junction there. Okay. I'll be back. I'm going to hold that down. Okay, so that is our big guy. Again, great for decoration, great for, you know, work on this with like some kids, your grandkids, nieces, nephews, friends, whatever. They can make these really, really quickly, and they're so cute. Oh, okay. I don't know if I was going to make a whole like design because these are larger pieces. I mean, this one's a little bit smaller if I want to go with the tree, maybe. If you guys watch videos on rosettes, people deck them out, and usually I do a little something. Oh, look at this little guy, all cozy, but that's okay. Let's see. I mean, wow. Really, I can make a big, big scene. I can make a big scene, hopefully not. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this guy's working on the little snowman. I didn't notice this in the initial video I did. Look, he's eating the little carrot nose. That is so funny. This guy, basically he's ice skating, so not that guy. I mean, this is very cute too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. If I did this one, obviously these things would have to be over here. Something like that, right? And then if I did a sentiment, I mean, that's a lot going on here, but again, people do it. Wishing you a season of hope and light. To welcome to hot chocolate weather. That's very cute. That's more like that little cozy guy. Thoughts of you warm my heart. That's very cute. Snow days are the best days. That's sweet. Sending you warm winter wishes. Maybe we use that guy. Let me clean up a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so, you know, I was kind of thinking about incorporating something like this ribbon. Just make a little bow or something, but maybe, so maybe that's what holds this. Like if I do a whole bow and then have this hanging down, that would be very interesting. I don't know if I could do it or how I would do it. Let me put this to the side while I think about this. Okay, because you know I make those finger bows, so maybe if I left really long tails and then did at least one, because it's not going to be able to fit a ton of bow. This is what I mean. So when I make finger bows, I'm leaving a long, long tail that I normally would in front of your fingers, in between, right? Wrap it around your index finger here, up and under your middle finger. And I would keep going if you're doing more, but I just want to do a single bow. So then I bring it over into the center, and you just made this little line that you crossed here. The line that you crossed here, I'm making a scene. Anyway, and go into that piece. I have a whole video on just doing this, so if you didn't quite catch that, if I recall, I'll try to link the video for you guys. That came out so cute. I mean, that's the thing. You can do one layer of bow. It can be a couple times. That's very cute. I don't know if it'll do what I want. I mean, if you're using hot glue, you can do whatever you want, right? I was thinking about sticking them down here. That's interesting. I probably would change this up a little bit. I'm just not going to redo it. So I'm going to cut this right quick. And I'm going to seal those edges. Be very careful when you do this. Just, see, that's why. It kind of closed up a little bit too much, but that's all right. Okay. I can't see this flame. That's my problem. It's so, there we go. All right. Let's put this over here and this over here and this here. Okay, so let's just get this little guy glued down towards the back. Again, you kind of really have to know how it's going to hang so it's not crooked if you're going to hang it. So I'll put that up here. Right? And this little guy can be a little bit flat or a little bit more puffed up. Now if you're going to use hot glue to do that, you can add a ton of glue and just don't really flatten it out when you go to place it. All right, now if I place this here, I'm just going to kind of keep it a little bit higher up than flat. Okay. And just leave it there until it sets up without flattening out too much. And then I'm going to add this like down in here and then stick this to that. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Actually, maybe we'll stick this first. Okay, I can put this to the side right now. I want this to like be kind of down in here like that. Is that interesting? Is that interesting? I feel like it is. Okay. Ooh, either I'm going to burn my fingers. Here we go. What if I put that down? I'm putting the glue on the cardboard or the paper. Cardboard. Ah, and I'm not really pushing down too much. I'm kind of letting that stick with like the tension that I'm putting on this, right? Of like pulling this and pulling it up in the other direction too. And I'm sure once it starts cooling off, I can kind of dab, dab, dab. So that's really on there. Okay, that might be enough to keep it, but let's keep it a little more assured. So I'm gonna do a little bit more, maybe a little bit here and a little bit here, just to hold that. And it's nice and neat, right? I think I did that in a neat way. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I'm just totally made this up right now. Should not press that yet. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Very cute. Something very different. I just want to bring this up a little bit. I can put dimensionals back there too if I wanted. But I think we're okay. This is cute. And then I'm just going to glue this down right here. Oopsie. At least I'm going to try. Okay. All right. Let's make sure everything's good here. I mean, I'm just going to put some hot glue right in here. Holding that down. That is very cute. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. And that is today's rosette. Let me back up just a little bit. I think that came out really, really cute. And then, of course, we can add more things in here because that's the kind of thing people do. But look at that. That is adorable. I mean, it is a little more deluxe than I was going for. Be very cute on a tree, of course. Very cute on a gift, right? On a gift bag. You know, again, I think I've done this in the past where make a little pocket. Maybe you add a little something. Maybe you want to make it a little bit bigger for that. Or if you're just going to put like money on here, a little pocket with some little money tucked in there. I mean, it can be its own thing. I feel like it needs some, yeah, some little something. Let me see here. Do I have like silver pearls or gold? Gold, I mean, I feel like it takes silver. Those little blue ones are cute. Okay, maybe these little blue ones. A lot of blue. I was thinking gold or silver, right? But this is what I pulled out, and they're this kind, so that's what I'm going to use. Let's see. They can be just anywhere. Right, a little something like that. I mean, I could add some here. That'd be cute. I mean, if you really just want to go for it. I have plenty of these, so might as well. Why not? Maybe I'll add one here. And one here. I need to unplug this glue gun. Hold on. What else do we got? There's some there. I would put some up here, but I feel like they're just going to be off, and I don't really want them on the little guy. So that's cute. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We made some fun deluxe things. I'm telling you, it's been chilly in the mornings. It's been really hot in the afternoons. But that little chill in the air has me thinking not just fall, but Christmas. And that's what I want to start gearing up towards, guys. But we have all of the rest of October and November. So, but of course, November we're planning for Christmas, right? So, thanks for watching. I'll have some images coming up. I'll have some links in the description box. I think this came out really, really cute. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye now.